Hey there, Scorpios. Welcome to the flow. I am AZMARi. If you are new here, welcome. Karibu sana. This is a space where we sow together intentionally on purpose. We grow together and we reap together on purpose. This is a reading intended for the Scorpio collective. This is a reading intended for the collective of Scorpio. So if you have a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, or a stellium as well in Scorpio, then you can count this reading as yours. If not, you can feel free to check out any other of your placements. Maybe there is a message there for you that will resonate. So, without further ado, let's get it. Scorpio, I'm feeling the same energy with you initially, like as I'm shuffling, as I did with I think it was Aries, if I'm not wrong, where you are really just taking the time to think about what you say, right? Also as well, even before I started shuffling, I was asking about like what messages, does the Scorpio collective need to hear? And one of the main things I kept hearing was a medley of dreams. So some of y'all, your dream state has been lit lately, and those dreams contain a lot of messages for you. So I would advise that if you don't already do it, that you keep a dream journal and just record your dreams immediately you wake up, so that you do not forget what you dreamt about. For some reason, the song Wall to Wall is playing in my spirit guides are playing wall to wall for me. So maybe, a lot of you guys are in demand. Romantically or even financially. I'm just hearing you're in demand, like a lot of people want your attention. Yeah. Alrighty, excuse my voice and excuse my demeanor. I'm just trying to make the best out of the situation that I'm in, without reducing any of my power, so to speak. Alrighty, so let's see. At the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, right? The Knight of Swords is followed by the Five of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, let's start with these two first. With the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords, I feel like you're just in a space where you're being very blunt to people. I'm also hearing that song, You Need to Cut It. So you're in a phase where you're cutting off all the people, places, and things who have done you dirty, whether it's something that you were aware of, or whether it's something that you eventually found out about. I mean, you're Scorpio, so you're one of the most intuitive signs. You're a water sign, and so you're in this phase where you're just cutting off every single person, place, and thing that is not doing it for you, especially people who are going out of their way to be sneaky. I want to say sneaky is the word. Sneaky, cunning. I'm just getting like the image of like a fox, right? So you might be dealing with people who thought that they were, showing you one side, and you eventually got to find out the true nature of them, right? Also for this, I feel like you're just being blunt, just real blunt, like especially with people who are trying to fuck around with you. You see the way in the beginning I was keeping quiet and there was like silence and like thinking before I speak, and I'm just like, I've seen a huge ass hand to walk past. So y'all must be super busy as well, because yeah, I'm feeling that whole like energy of like just this tiredness, right? But there's a tiredness that's emanating from you because you're tired of dealing with such people, right? But it's a really good thing, because the earlier that you remove these energies from your life, the better, don't you think? And I feel like because these messages have come out, maybe you may have been like asking a lot of questions, and that's why your soul led you to this reading, for you to, find some answers and to help you as well, just validate, not that you need the validation, but just validate that you already have all the answers that you need within yourself, right? So that's followed by the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So after you've dealt with all of those people who were there to like leech, I'm hearing leech on your energy, just take advantage of you, try and pull one over on you. By the way, I'm being told to like talk about how I'm wearing black today, especially because it's a Scorpio reading. You'll just be protecting yourselves and continue to protect yourselves in any way necessary, right? Again, as I said, you have all the answers within you, so you know how to best protect yourself. But I feel like with that, the lessons that you're learning of how to stop being a people pleaser. Some of you may have Libra in your chart. It's so interesting because lately all of the readings are connected, and I'm not even surprised because we have all of the signs in our charts, in our birth charts. It's just a matter of where the sign is placed in our chart and how strong the placement is, or how many times that particular sign shows up. So with this, you're now choosing to put in effort to people who put in the same to you, and not just the same, but people who bring love to the table. And it's so cool because the latest podcast that I did called Back at One, I was talking about how people who are consciously on this spiritual journey are going back to God, going back to that one unconditional love, right? And so with that love, then you're removing all the people, places, and things who do not fit that description, and because you've removed all those people who don't fit that description, now you are able to make the moves towards the people that are, and they are able to come towards you as well, right? I also feel with some of you, you may be getting a job offer soon, especially because of your nature to just be blunt about the way people show up in your lives, or just being blunt as a person, Alrighty, so let's get into the main cards right here on the table. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I think this is going back to that energy that I was talking about regarding people who are backstabbing you. Please note also, I don't know why I keep forgetting to say this. As I do my readings, this could also be about you, but I feel like when it's about you, it's when you haven't chosen to do the work consciously, and you're just on this channel to just find messages about other people. But I digress, because that energy is draining. I can feel it myself. So yeah, here we have the 10 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. If you can see that there are like so many swords in this person's back. Remember the swords that I showed you earlier? People trying to fuck around with you, right? So you're learning that because of, dealing with too many people and too many responsibilities, it's ending up not working out the best way for you, right? You're also seeing that a lot of the ways that you talk, not only to yourself, but also to others, may also be one of the ways that are leading to your kind of sabotage, right? But I feel like for a lot of you, this is with regards to people doing this to you. Not that you're a victim, I mean like the action of it happening, because the cards following after are, oops, one second, the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is like my other type of justice card, right? It could also represent like somebody who's in law enforcement, but for you right now, what I'm getting is that you're choosing to have boundaries so that you can stand up for yourself, because there are a lot of people who have made the choice to, like, who have willingly, like you've noticed that there are people who have actually made the choice to backstab you. They may come across as, really good people, but they've, made the conscious choice to backstab you, mostly because of the work that you do. That's what I'm getting, because there are a lot of coins on the table, and right next to the 10 of Swords is the 8 of Pentacles, right? Here we go. 12 while I was saying that, but like, here you are deciding to work on what you're passionate about, choosing to just channel all your energy on the things that pour back into you, right? So whether that's people, whether that's your passion, maybe some of you have decided to start working for yourselves, even if you work at a job, you're just choosing to focus on doing, what you love, and focusing on that, because I feel like a lot of you have dealt with a lot of petty energies. Why do I say that? Because we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. To me, that's petty energy, and I'm getting that it's like from people from your past, right? Who really don't get why you're choosing to focus on anything other than them. I know, right? It's insane. Some things, there's this saying that what's understood doesn't have to be said. Something like that. Because you're dealing with grown-ass people, and you know what those grown-ass people are doing and going out of their way to do, and so you are deciding to just keep your boundaries up and stand up against such people. If you haven't already done this is your soul telling you that that's something you should probably consider doing, right? Endings of friendships, because you've come, this is your energy, Scorpio energy, the Tower energy. Endings of relationships, especially those relationships that I said that you probably had, since you were a child or for a while, right? Relationships, the end of relationships with friends, a lot, mostly friends, your friend circle, right? Also just realizing that you are self-sufficient, learning that a lot of the things and people that you depended on are the reason for, or are the same people who are trying to plot on, your downfall. For some of you, it's sad. You may be dealing with a father energy who's trying to plot your downfall by using younger people. That's cowardly, but not surprising. We on this journey are not surprised by certain things, but we just let these things, happen because we're aware. And not only are we aware, but we let these things happen so that these people can show their asses to the public, right? For some of you, you may be dealing with an Aries energy. If it's not a father's energy, it's somebody who has Aries as their sun sign. It might be somebody who's a boss figure, so you may be dealing with a boss or a grandfather, and somebody who's paternal, somebody who's in that authority type of position, because they have been watching you for a while and they see that you started placing boundaries in every area of your life, because you have realized all of the things in the past that were presented to you that were not as they were, things aren't as they seem kind of things. But with a lot of the energies that have been happening, not only lately, you've been able to see things for what they are. With the full moon there and the crescent moon, can you see? This person is I need to walk away from friends. 3 of Cups. I need to walk away from family. I need to walk away from all of the things, relationships, people, places, and things that are not serving me. Some of you may have Leo in your chart. We have the King of Wands there. That's fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Aries is here twice, right? But the main signs here on the board are Aries and Scorpio. So you may want to check out the Aries reading. For some of you, it's reversed. There may be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that, you walked away from, or who knows that you're walking away from them and they don't like it. They do not like it. Because they can see that you're making a choice to follow your bliss. Right? And they've tried everything they can to backstab you with regards to work, slow down your finances, just bring obstacles that are really unnecessary. Because they're anxious. Here's the 9 of Swords. So 9 of Wands might be a relevant card too, because 9 of Wands is my wounded warrior card. It's also the card of being guarded for me. So here we have the 9 of Swords. This person might be all in their head because they can see that you're moving on, your spirit guides are here and they're ready to help you move on. And everything starts mentally. So once you've moved on mentally, even if you're there physically, there's nothing that can change, right? But I read something somewhere that when people realize that you've realized that they've been fucking around with you and you decide to stand up for yourself, they're gonna run after you. It's like the story of Pharaoh and the Egyptians, right? The way Moses was let my people go, and he had to go several times, and the final time when Pharaoh was like, okay, you can go, he ended up following them into the Red Sea. And we all know how that story ended, don't we? Whenever you watch this, you can expect somebody who wants to apologize for ruining a relationship. You may have been in a romantic relationship with this person and they can see that you're moving on. You've probably found somebody who makes you really happy and they can sense it. They can sense it, they know. They may not be intuitive, but they just know, because the old tricks that they used to use to rope you in, to reel you in, they don't work anymore. And so they're choosing to go with your emotional nature and come and be like, oh, I love you, love bombing. I'm hearing that, like, love bombing type of situation. You know how that should go. You know how that should go. So yeah, as I said, you know the truth. Either this person is going through a lot of mental health issues, or they're trying to make you think that you're crazy. It's either the love bombing, and then when the love bombing doesn't work, they try and make you think that you're crazy, or they try and make you look like you're crazy to other people. So I'm gonna stop the reading there, right? I'm gonna do another Scorpio reading for you guys over on Patreon and on Buy Me a Coffee as well. So I'm on there, by the way, now. So if you're interested in joining my membership channel, you can feel free to do so. The links will be down below in the links. Also, the April calendars are up for each and every zodiac sign. So people have been asking me which signs do I buy. You can buy your sun sign and your rising sign, because that's how I fixed the calendars to be, to cater to your sun and your rising sign. So all of that info is going to be down below in the description box. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I feel like that's the type of energy you guys are having. You're like, I don't give two fucks. I'm just gonna keep quiet and keep it moving, and that's the way it should go. Stay focused on yourself, on your growth, on your healing, and I'll see you next time, Scorpio. Namaste.